What is going on, creatives? Tunja again from Ceasar Graphics. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my weekly meeting with creatives. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy watching this video. So sit back, relax, and keep watching. I asked the designers in my group to send designs. They need me to teach them how to make it look professional during the week. And I received 4 entries. All right. But among the 4 entries, I'm only going to focus on one, and I'll do my best to focus on the other designs next week. All right. So what I'm going to be showing you guys today is things to consider whenever you're working on design projects and how to make your layout balance. And that's the reason why I tagged this meeting set right. All right, so there's this right way to make your design balance. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this right. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go straight to the training. Okay, this is the one of the design that I received from one of the people in my group. And if you are the designer, you're watching this tutorial, I'm going to please advise you to take note of all the things I'm going to share with you, in this training. All right. Now, there are some things you're not supposed to do in graphic design. Yeah, I know I've mentioned this before, that there's no one right way to achieve a design project. But there are some things you need to avoid in order not to get your viewers confused. All right. One of it is the side of playing with type. All right, there's the play with type the right way to help your viewers find it easy to access the information on your project. When you play with type the wrong way, it's going to change the message and get the viewers confused. I'm saying this here now because of the way the designer played with the title here. The illustration that the designer used on this project is okay, but the way you now hide it, all right, the way you hide it is not, okay at all. Because one of the tools that we use as designers to draw the attention of our viewers is images. And when we don't make the image draw the attention the way it's supposed to, it's going to make the design project boring and dull. So your composition here is not really okay, but I'm going to show you how you can do this right. All right. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to my other screen here so you guys can see my browser. All right. So yeah, I'm going to move this right here. So yeah, I'm now on Google Image, and the keywords that I searched for here is grain field, which is similar to the image that the designer used here on this project. If you look at the background of this project, you see this blurred image on the background. The blurred image we have on the background here is okay for the title, but hiding it is not helping at all. All right, so I'm going to search for a better image, and I'm going to show you guys how I mostly search for the right visual or illustration for my project. All right, now I have lots of grain image here that we can use, but I'm going to tell you why I decided to pick the one I'm going to pick now. Now, I'm going to start start with this. I would have loved to use this image. All right. But the reason why I'm not going to use this is because the background is too busy for me to place my content, which is one of the things you also need to check out whenever you're trying to download image for your project. Check if the background is suitable enough for your content to breathe. All right, so I'm not going to use this. I would have loved to use this, but the problem I have with this is the fact that I may have to do some playing with the background in order to make my my content visible, which is also part of what you should learn to do as designers, because there are times where you download image from the internet and the quality of the image will require you to still play with it in order to make your project look successful. But because of time, I'm not going to disturb myself looking for, editing any image to suit my, project. My goal here is just to teach you guys how to pick already worked on image to work on your project in order to help you, deliver the project fast. So I'm going to go with this image here, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going with this image. The contrast on this image is balanced. All right. The reason why it's balanced is because I hope everyone can see my screen. The reason why this is balanced is because there's this separation on the image that gives us that make the the contrast on the image stronger, which is the upper part of the image is brighter than the bottom part of the image. All right, so I'm going to use this image and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to place this on my project to make my content visible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new you know what, let's just continue with the frame of the project that we have here. So I'm going to drag this and drop on my Photoshop application. Then I'm going to switch to my Photoshop application screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to first off convert this to a smart object because I still want to maintain the quality of the image. So I'm going to hit Ctrl T to activate free transform, and I'm going to position this somewhere around here. So I'm going to make this a bit smaller like that. All right, now with the way it is now, we can't place our content on it. Why? Because we need to fill the upper part of the frame. So to do that, what we're going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this. I know some of you have never tried this before, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it free. So I'm going to right click on the layer and hit rasterize. Then I'm going to go straight to my rectangle marquee tool here, and I'm going to draw a shape, a rectangle marquee here. All right, so then I'll go to edit and I'll go to content aware scale. All right, then I'm going to hold down shift. Now I'm using Photoshop CC 2023. So it's possible if your Photoshop version is different from mine, it's possible you may not need to hold down shift. All right, so I'm going to hold down shift now, and I'm going to drag this up to fill the frame like that. All right, so I'm going to hit Control D to take away the marquee. But right now I can see some errors on the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the spot healing tool, and I'm going to make this bigger with the square bracket. Now I'm adjusting my spot healing tool brush right there. All right, so I'm going to make this bigger, and I'm going to take out this from here like that, and I'll make the same move. Take this out from here, take this out from here like that. All right, it's possible you're going to see some funny effect on your background. So what you just need to do is to increase your brush size and just click once. Just keep clicking till you are okay with the results. All right, now I'm going to take this out from here like that. Take this out from here. Okay, that's good. All right, so then I already have the content typed. All right, so I'm going to quickly take that out. I'm going to copy that from where I typed it, and I'm going to hit Control C. All right, then I am going to select the type tool and click right here and paste. All right, now you see the reason why I decided to pick this particular background. It gives me the opportunity to place my content where it will be visible. All right, so I'm going to change the color of this to white first. All right, I'm going to change it to white, and I am going to use let's use okay, I think Futura is not bad. All right, I'm going to close the space. Okay, or we can also use Osword. All right, if you want to make your title narrow, and I mostly use display type like this when I want to make my title bigger. All right, if I know my title is long, I use display type to simplify it so as to make it bigger. All right, so I'm going to activate free transform like that, and I'm going to make this big like so. So this is because I'm trying to follow the same style that the designer did. All right, so I'm going to position this somewhere here. All right, and I'm going to close the space between the letters, which is adjusting the tracking. All right, so I'm going to position this here. Now there's another thing I think the designer did not do well, which is I want every one of you to learn to avoid that. You see, there's this not making your content too close to the frame of your project. Now, there are some there are times where you can do this, but you do this when you want, when the information on the project call for it. But in a situation where the information on the project did not call for it, please do not try it. All right, don't do it. All right, so I'm going to make everything visible again like that, and I'm going to copy the writer. All right, so this should be Second Corinthians, paste. Sorry, I'm trying to, okay, I try to make this long because Second Corinthians I need to complete this. All right, and this can come right here, and I'm going to activate the free transform and make this smaller. All right, then we can use then we can change the style, which is one of the ways you can, create contrast on your projects. All right, so I'm going to add space between the letters to help making the letters visible. Okay, so then I'm going to move this down. Okay, we're going to move it down to right about here. Now it's still going to look visible. Why? Because the lettering, the character we're using is bold, so it will still be visible even if we place it on part of the grain. All right, then I'm going to go straight to copy the next information that I have. So I'm going to copy the venue like that, and I'm going to paste this here. Still going to use the same character, so I'll use word. Okay, but this time I'm going to use word light, and I'm going to make this smaller like that. Make it smaller like so. So I'm going to break the venue so it won't affect my layouts. I can even put the meeting time here, and we'll put the meeting time right there. Okay, then this can now come in bold, and I'm going to flush this to this side like that, and I'm going to make this bigger. Okay. All right, so I'm going to add space between the rows. All right, because one of the reasons why it's always good to add space between your rows is to help making it easy for people to see the information. All right, and please, I want every one of you to always learn to work that way. Always make sure you allow space between your rows. All right, so let's just quickly set our guides. So if I go to new guide now, so it should be view guides and say new guide layout, and I'm going to turn on margin. So let's make this 1. All right, and I'm going to make this okay. So this should be 70. Yes. So I'm going to select the OK button. Yeah. You see, I'm very good at measuring my guides, my margin. All right. So I'm not really feeling the character I'm using on the venue. So I'm going to change that to another beautiful character. So I'm going to use Marvin. Okay. Let's see if this is going to look nice. Good. I prefer Marvin. So activate the free transform and make this a bit smaller. All right. Then I'll change the time to something bolder. Okay. Then let's see if I move this down, this up like that. Then this go down and this goes up like that. That's good. So I'm going to do the same thing to the dates. We can even still move this. We can move this up. All right, like that, and move everything here up also. All right, this can come up here like that. And if I hit Control H to hide our guide now, look at how beautiful the project is. So if your client is all those people that like making it big, you can activate free transform on the title and still make it big and bold. And trust me, it will still fly. All right. Then you can now have the logo on one side of the frame. So I'm going to just quickly cut the logo out. Oh my God. I wish I can do this right, but I'm not sure I will be able to do it because the logo is on a gradient background. So it's possible it won't come out nice when I place it on the projects. Yeah, it won't. All right. So, but I hope you guys get get my, or I hope you guys like the results that you're looking at here on my screen. All right. So yeah, this is what I think is best for the project. And if you still want to add drama with color, you can still change the color of the title to something more interesting. So if you want to change the color, you can just sample a color from the background and change the saturation and the value of the color by moving this up here. All right. I move it somewhere here like that, and it will still go. And if you feel like picking the color from the grain, all right, you can just pick this like that and make the same move. But for this, I'm going to advise you to play with the hue a bit to make the, the title more visible, like what you're looking at here on my screen. All right, so thank you. I'm sure you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have not subscribed, remember to hit the subscribe button and remember to click the post notification bell so you get notified when I post my tutorials. All right, so thank you again for watching and I'll see you in the next one.